Hey there, viewers and listeners. Big loss. Hello, viewers and listeners. Here we go. This is Big Loss, 7 City, Shop Talk Sports. Woo, this was a tough one, man. Seemed uninterested until the free throws came about. This is a hard process. What we're going through right now as the University of Virginia followers, fans, media personalities, and sports reporters and beat writers, because what we're used to is not what's going on is something that we're not used to right now. The team played. I think they played up to their ability. They just are not shot makers. They're not scorers. You have maybe one person who's a shooter, who can actually shoot the ball and can be somewhat of a prolific shooter. We just don't have guys who can score the ball, score at the plate. I mean, at the bucket. I look at the roster. I mean, when you have a scorer can score it in any circumstances. It doesn't matter what's going on with the game. They can always go out and get you a bucket. They can get you, 10 points, 15 points, 12 points consistently. But this team does not have that. They have one. They have one shooter. And that's McNeely. He's the most consistent person who can put the ball in the bucket. So when you lose 59-74, and that score, losing by 15, doesn't even signify how bad the game really went for the Wahoos. That score is not correct, it doesn't reflect. It doesn't reflect exactly how bad the game really was for the Wahoos. It was never really close. Once the team started playing, Notre Dame got some shot makers over there, but they have some scorers too. The offense was still disjointed. And I get it. People are saying, this is not Ron's fault. I'm kind of realizing all of this kind of putting this all together. This is not Coach Ron's fault. It's not even the kids' fault. And some people want to blame Tony. I don't even know if it's Tony's fault. But the talent is not there. These guys are getting out-talented. If that's a word. Every game just about. This is a try-hard team. I said that earlier today. This is a try-hard team. They're not the kind of team that, you can chalk it up as, we think that they can win the game. Every game is going to be a struggle. Just so happens the last game they were making some shots. Making their threes early, which made it difficult for Boston College to come back. And then on top of it, Boston College's best player got ejected. So for right now, I'm still wondering, I don't know if this team will get out of the basement. Remember, the bottom 3 teams in the ACC and the standings at year end does not get to go into the ACC tournament. As of right now, I don't think this team's going to the tournament. And I don't think they deserve to go. Not because they don't try hard, not because they're not good kids, they're not, student athletes. I just don't think that the team is good enough to be competitive. What's going on, Aaron? Thank you for tuning in, man. Aaron's making a comment. He said he heard the best thing of the night from his father. Yeah. I mean, I don't think, I don't have any dogs as well. I don't have any attitude. There's just some things that are missing. A lot of things, not just some things. There's a lot of things that are missing. They just have they've always, have a propensity to have a scoring issue, and I get that piece because of the way that they run their offense. Before this year, through Tony's tenure, they would have problems scoring. And that's just what it is because they run the shot clock down. They get to 5 seconds left to try to score. Then there's typically sometimes a shot in desperation if the play wasn't ran properly, and then somebody's trying to take a shot with the last second, during the last seconds. But you can't do that with this team. What I was upset about is the one time they looked like a team that was very, very spirited was off of a fast break and then a kick to the corner with like 2 minutes left. And then 3 minutes left. Shot a three and they made it. And it looked like, wow, a shot and kick, a drive and kick for a three, which is my opinion is what, they need to look for more easier buckets, press the issue. They can't sit back, man. They cannot sit back and try to run this offense. They don't have the talent. They got to make their own offense. They got to manufacture offense. In baseball, when people say you manufacture offense because you don't have the big boppers, you don't have the guys who can just single-handedly hit home runs and, hit singles, doubles, and triples to get on base. Sometimes you got to manufacture runs. In basketball, for this team, we got to manufacture buckets, meaning drive to the bucket. Even when you think you want to run the offense, drive to the bucket. Try to get fouled. Try to get more steals. Be more aggressive. Start trapping more. Also, play more up-tempo. Maybe there's a crack in their defense, by playing fast, for a drive and a kick. It's just a lot that's happening right now that I don't agree with the team based off of the talent they have. They just don't have it right now, man. And everybody in here, this is supposed to be a sold-out crowd. Everybody in here was kind of shell-shocked. Just kind of watching the game, not necessarily with their jaws, wide open drop, like, oh my God, but like, this is where we are now. This is our new life as a University of Virginia basketball follower. We're trying to fight ourselves to be not the worst team in the ACC. People talk about from worst to first. Well, we're going to go from first to worst. One of the worst teams in the ACC, and we're there. And it happened, in the snap of a finger, man. There's some more things to talk about with this. I had a great conversation with one of my media colleagues about the football program and the recruiting. Shout out to Jackie Franchuli and what's going on, App? Thank you for tuning in, brother. Jackie Franchuli, representative leader for 247, Wahoo 247, just telling me that they're about some of their transfer portal and what they've kind of been doing and some information, but see if I'll get her on maybe sometime this week. But I'm just surprised. Well, I guess, yeah, I'm surprised because I would at least thought that the team would be more constructed, be somewhat more successful than what it is. They're just not making it, man. And it's a shame because we're so used to seeing people who can score, make buckets, just do things on a way that's, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that jacket. But yeah, man, trying to figure out a way for these guys to figure out ways to score and to manufacture buckets. But that's something we'll talk about on Tuesday. But I can tell you, I appreciate all my viewers and listeners, you guys, for tuning in. Let's talk about it Tuesday, man. Let's talk about it. Got to thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. Signing out from the JPJ. This is Big Law out. Thank you guys for tuning in. But as of now, this shop is closed. Thank you guys, and I'll see you Tuesday.